Hi, my name's Rasin, and today we'll be going through the process that Casio goes through to create its luxury line of watches for its luxurious customers, like me. No, I'm kidding. I'm a bum. So it's made with things you can and can't touch. The things you can't touch are things like assembly, created by Asians. Oh, sorry, I was thinking out loud. And as you can see, the main part of it is plastic. And this plastic is created in China, to no surprise, because of their proximity to Middle Eastern countries with huge amounts of oil reserves. So they can create it both. Yes, Miss Chapman, please have fun at Zumba Fitness. So it's created both cheap and fast. So now let's talk about the metal parts, the screws, the buttons, and the band.
The G-Shock's arm and band are made from steel. The steel is made in China. The vast majority of steel is made in China. To make the steel, the Chinese have to press together heat, iron, ore, and coal. They heat it up and press it together. Afterwards, the bulky steel is sent to the Casio factory, so they can shape it and press it the way they want. Also, the same steel as used for the arm and band is also used for the screwing and the casing for the G-Shock watch.
Once all the components are shipped to the Yamagata factory, they're transported to be manufactured into G-Shocks. The main reason Casio wants to keep their facilities in Japan is because of the availability of high-skilled labor. The workers in Japan have much better working conditions when compared to the fellow workers in China and Taiwan. In the Yamagata factory, the workers have to be qualified by their managers before they can start assembly on the G-Shock watches. There, all the components go through a very rigorous survey, inspection, and assembly process that produces.
So yeah, he is right. It goes through a huge amount of surveying so you can have a perfect product. So after it's created and the electronic parts that display the time are installed, it's made into the perfect product, packaged and ready for shipping. So shipping for their luxurious line of watches is usually by airplane to ensure a safe journey and quick journey, but it is more expensive. But for their cheaper ones, it's usually by ship, as it's relatively cheap. So with it, it's taken to usually more developed countries, like European ones and us, the United States. So with it, it's created into the most perfect product, shipped to, I guess, the perfect country. And then it's made into something that everyone wants, like all of us. But it's usually used in the place it's created.
Now we have a recap over the four main sectors. The first sector, the primary sector, is in charge of extracting the raw materials to produce the steel, which is in China. The secondary sector, which is in charge of making and manufacturing the watch itself, which is in Japan. The third sector is the tertiary sector. It is for the services to troubleshoot the watches. The fourth sector is research and development to make a better watch all over the world.
That cough really did change me. Wow, do I look any different? So now, after being used, these products go to landfills. Here by Richardson, there's one in Garland and one in Frisco, and those are the major ones. And now, cost to the natural environment, the plastic and steel is mined and created using natural resources, so it's detrimental to the environment. And after being used, it's just thrown away, so it's bad, but some people are willing to pay the price. Now, site factors include land, labor, and capital. And this multinational corporation has capital, and in Asian countries, land and labor is cheap. Now, situation factors, as earlier covered, transportation by boat is cheapest for their cheaper products, and airplane is used for the more expensive ones. Now let's have a quick look at the map. The map involves Asia and the United States, or North America. So A represents Anshan, Liaoning, China, and that's where the plastic is created. B, Ningxia, China, that's where the steel is created. C. Yamagata-ken. In Japan, that's where the Japanese Yamagata factory is located, where the product's assembled. D. 205 Coneflower Drive, Garland, Texas, USA. To be really specific, that's Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods is where the watch is sold. And E. Richardson, Texas, is the location of where the watch is used. And finally, F. After being used, it's sent to 12150 Garland Road in Dallas, which is a landfill that takes care of trash.